guys, it's me. I'm at the Super Kitchen again. It is the 30th of December. We might be getting some decent snow coming up on Friday of this week. Yay! The only problem is it's not really absolutely guaranteed because, it's still early in the week, so I won't know more specifically until around maybe Wednesday. I might be able to give you a more definitive answer. Now, by the way, this weekend coming up, pursuant to weather conditions, I am going to see about doing two different things at the same time. Number one, I want to consider looking and getting a newer iPhone. This has been a good phone and everything, but I really kind of want to get the 4S. Excuse me, I wanted the 4S for a long time, and I never got it. And so, I'm going to see if I can go to the T-Mobile store and see if I can get an iPhone 4S. But there's only one problem. This is one of the reasons why I'm saying is it may not happen. Winston, they never did finish refarming HSPA plus to 1900 for T-Mobile. So I would have to basically get a new phone, but I wouldn't be able to really do much more as far as data transfer rates than I am doing with the iPhone 3GS. So technically, I'd be throwing good money after bad. The other thing is that if I want to get a phone that's compatible with T-Mobile's network as it currently stands, I need to get an Android device phone from them. And we all know that Android phones do not sync very well with a Power Mac G5 because it doesn't interface with iTunes, so I can't transfer my calendars and my address books. And that kind of sucks because this is a major way I transfer my appointments to between the computer and the phone. iPhoto's no problem because when I had a Samsung Galaxy S Vibrant, it worked fine until someone stole my phone, that is. But that's another story. The only problem is the transferring calendars and the address book was just not going to happen. So I ended up basically getting stuck with a phone that I couldn't go ahead and easily transfer and update my address books. So they were consistent between the Mac and my Samsung Galaxy S Vibrant. So when I get another Samsung Galaxy S Vibrant phone, yeah, I can get one cheap enough. But the problem that I'm running into with a lot of smartphones today, and is that, and several authors have lamented this, is that the batteries are just inadequate to keep the phone juiced up under heavy use for a day. And unlike the iPhones, at least the Samsung Galaxy S, S2, S3, I don't know about the newer ones, but they have removable, replaceable battery units. So you can put new batteries in them, and you can keep a couple extra spares in your purse or in your pocket. So that's a big plus. Also, I've been looking into the kind of things that I do with this phone when I'm at the soup kitchen. Mostly it's reading email, Facebook, and things like that. So it's not really my biggest thing, but Facebook, YouTube videos, watching them, sharing them with people, and Google+. So I don't need a phone that's got tons of apps, but I do need a phone, like I said, that's going to sync with my Mac. It's going to allow me to transfer calendars and appointments and address books. And it's also going to allow me to, of course, take good pictures. And, again, send those to the Mac for processing and videos. So far, looking at all the Android phones on the market, obviously Apple, in order to create a very nice integrated system has resulted in the phone iOS devices and the desktops. You can share things and sync them up. Now, some of you might say, so why don't you go get an iPhone 5S or 5 or 5C? Well, unfortunately, the Lightning connector-based phones, as well as Lightning connector-based iPads, are incompatible with PowerPC machines. This is because Apple has refused to continue to port 10.6.5 of iTunes to the Power Mac G5, which has resulted in, of course, us old PowerPC users are kind of basically SOL. There might be ways to get around that. I don't know what they would be, but I will tell you what, I don't really like the iOS or the Lightning connector that much. I do appreciate you can flip it upside down and things like that. It's great. But the sad truth is that if this like with an Android device, if it's not going to work with my own device, that puts it definitely on an I'm not interested list or of less interest to me. Now someone says, well, why couldn't you use iCloud or other ways to sync it up? Because the problem is that my desktop Mac does not have the ability to use iCloud because 10.6.5 and later was the ones that had iCloud. My Mac came up with something called another iCloud product, but it's not iCloud. So unfortunately, makes it kind of worthless since that service is no longer being used. So and also I'm not very comfortable with syncing things up with iCloud because of the NSA issues. I think that for me to go ahead and do videos and store them on the iCloud is basically like asking for someone to basically go rifle through my stuff, and I don't really want that. Also, if their computer crashes or goes up in smoke or whatever, I lose everything, and that's not good either. So I really rather have the files in my hot little paws, then at least I know where it is when I'm looking for it. Okay, and I don't even know if I'm holding this thing straight up. That's a good one. So sometimes you're lazy, you amaze me. But that's a good question. I don't know. I never know. You never know until you open up the picture and go, I'm not afraid. No. Okay, well, let's get back to something serious. Okay. NSA has been caught and is guilty of intercepting purchases. People who buy computers and things like that are finding that in some cases their computers will be rerouted to an NSA chop shop, where the NSA has been adding in all kinds of surveillance stuff to their machinery. Now, this is not going to help American companies at all. In fact, American sales have been down. Because the fact is that the government is allowing these type of nasty things to happen. I just don't understand how would that affect in the used equipment department? I think they're more or less the NSA is going for new equipment, but I wouldn't put it past them to go for used equipment as well. So I think it would be really a great question. I don't know. Also, I am going to be watching. I want to go see the new Walt Disney movie called Frozen. I have wanted to see Frozen now since I heard about the project from Walt Disney about 2 years ago. And so I've been waiting for it to come out in theaters, and finally it is out in theaters, and I want to see it. And already I found a couple very interesting pieces of the clips from the movie on YouTube, including a very beautiful song by an artist who sings for Eliza in the movie. I don't want to spoil the plot of the movie. It's not one of fair. But anyway, it's a beautiful story, and it looks really, really cool. So I want to see that, and then I can give you a heads-up review if it's worth spending $20 to go get a ticket. I think it would be. it also would be a good idea if you want to go get, once it's released on DVD or Blu-ray. One of the things I regret is I never bought a hard copy of Tangled. Tangled was another wonderful movie, and this time I am going to buy a copy of the DVDs. I'll tell you why. I already got Shrek 1, 2, and 3. It would be wonderful if I could have Tangled and also have a copy of Frozen when it becomes available on DVD as well. And there was another movie about a princess, a red-headed princess, which is another Walt Disney movie. I did not get a chance to get that one on DVD. I did not even get a chance to watch it on pay-per-view. So my most favorite line is, I don't speak bear. I think that was kind of cool, and I wanted to see that one, but I can't remember what the name of the film is. So I got some movies I gotta watch and try to catch up with. Also, Michelle is out of data on her plan right now until the 7th on her cell phone. Right. So, which means I can do all the videos I want, but I can't check the news, I can't check the views, I can't check my YouTube videos too, until I get home, and then I can check it unless I'm in a Wi-Fi hotspot. Right now where I am there is no hotspot, so I can't check my videos here. Besides, with the battery on the phone is getting old, there's no guarantee that you would have been able to do much either. No. That's the only thing on Apple. I really wish to God, Apple, you had made the battery removable on your phone so that at least, people can keep a couple extra ones in the holster, So when the first battery gets discharged, you just go ahead, flip it out, put another one in. Maybe a battery Gatling gun. A battery Gatling gun. That would be a good one. I get to see it. How many batteries a minute does that thing change? Oh, about 3,000. Ah! Killed me. Alright, anyway. We're going to do another video soon, and of course, for New Year's in the studio. So we'll see if we can try to get a video in either before New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. And also, we'd like to remind you to look at all the playlists we have here. We have so many playlists, so many different people. Pieces that might be of interest to you. Also look at Snow Queen Favorites too. It's Michelle's list of all her videos that she has found of interest as related to Snow Queen. That's just some of the regular favorites too. Yeah. And don't forget Lumi's channel. Oh yeah, God, please don't. http://www.tinyurl, that's tinyurl.com/LUMIFINISTRA, and that will get you right to my YouTube page, so you can watch the videos there and subscribe, please, and any comments. And also, yes, for Jessica Wall, would you like to say something to her? You called me a fat loser, and I can tell you, like I said in my comeback, I am a fat winner. What I mean by that is I have a good life. I have a family, and Michelle's arm is getting tired. My arm is getting tired. And so I wouldn't say I would consider myself a loser, because me and Michelle have done a lot of good for the public, and we're still working on it today. And I think that's a very big difference. It's what calls me a fat loser would imply that they have done nothing in their life and to be a productive citizen. Michelle has done a lot to be very productive, and so have I, have advocacy in reaching out to people. So I would say is maybe you need to reevaluate what you consider a loser, because I don't consider me and Michelle's life to be losers. At least I see our lives as winners, because we have gotten so far and have done so much for the community, and we're still doing stuff today. Thanks, Lou. You're welcome. Anyway, so we're going to let you go, because like Lemmy said, my arm is getting tired, and I'm going to get ready to rest it, and get ready to edit this video down, and before I upload it. Good idea. Good idea. All right, talk to you later, everybody. Bye-bye.